When we think of legal instruments today, we picture contracts, written laws, and electronic records. But centuries ago, one of the most significant tools in law and commerce was far simpler, a piece of wood known as a tally stick. In this video, we're going to explore the importance of tally sticks and how they influence the evolution of our legal system. Tally sticks were a notched wooden stick used to record transactions. Each notch represented a specific amount. The stick would then split lengthwise, and each party holding one half. The matching halves, called the stock and the counter stocks, could be brought back together to verify the authenticity of the transaction. Now, you might be wondering, what legal concept could possibly arise from something as basic as a notched stick? I'm so glad you asked. And to highlight this significant journey we must also take our own significant journey over to camera 2. Hi camera 2, it's me, Harley. Let's talk about contracts. We know that for a contract to be valid, there must be consideration, offer, and acceptance. But how are the two parties supposed to securely record their intent to create a legal relationship in a time before paper? Well, tally stick was an elegant solution. It offered a form of security and was virtually impossible to forge. Each party had a matching half, and when they were brought together, they created a tangible record of the agreement. Let's talk about property. Before Mr. Torrance came along with his totally non-problematic form of who owned whose land, there was a need to create a secure form of property ownership. Well, if you had paid for your land, you were given a tally stick. Your tally stick served as evidence that the transaction occurred and that the land was rightfully yours. Let's talk about evidence law. Whether in civil or criminal trials, the goal is to gather solid proof. In the old times, a tally stick with its distinct notches could serve as a legal instrument to prove a contested fact. In a world where written records were scarce, tally sticks offered a reliable way to demonstrate agreements and obligations. The notches, each representing specific amounts or obligations, were virtually impossible to falsify once the stick had been split by the two parties. If a dispute arose, such as one party claiming that they had paid taxes or fulfilled a debt, the tally stick could represent in court as a conclusive piece of evidence. Finally, let's talk about administrative law. One of the more important contributions tally sticks made in legal technology was in their design. Being made of wood, these highly flammable sticks were responsible for the Great Fire of 1834, in which they inadvertently caused both chambers of the UK Parliament to burn down. This destruction led to the creation of the Public Record Office, after the MPs of the time decided that maybe it wasn't such a good idea to have all of the records of every government agency in one place. Tally sticks are one of the earliest forms of a legal instrument. In an era before widespread literacy and written contracts, they provided a secure way to record agreements. This concept of reliable form of showing a binding legal agreement remains at the heart of modern law. Whether through paper contracts, e-signatures, or digital receipts, the goal remains the same: to provide verifiable proof that protects the rights and obligations of all parties involved. Thank you. Bye.